What worried me is this, is like when they showed me the photos, it's
Just
like
the
his
black
face,
eye,
and
yeah.
yeah, so it doesn't know if he's been bitten over there. And then she also showed something on the leg, and I couldn't see if it was broken or not.
No, he's using the leg,
Is he
but what
using it?
worries me is his right hand. Sometimes he'll use it, or he'll try and touch the cage, and he'll be like, it's
yeah.
completely bent, like a neurological thing or something.
Yeah.
But see, look how the
hand, yeah.
hand worries. Now he uses it, but it's mostly he keeps it like that, and it worries me a bit. There's nothing on the leg that I can see. It's okay, baby. It's okay, baby. It's okay, little one. It's okay. Hold here. Hold here.
Okay,
No,
shame.
you'll make you feel better. It's okay, baby.
Well, thanks for coming all the way through.
It's
Yeah, we
okay.
came just for you.
Ow, that
Yeah,
was
I
painful.
thought so. Okay, it's okay, it's okay. Shame. But I'd hate to know what happened, but when she showed me, I just look, he's been there for 2 days. It's better to just catch him and let's see what we can do, because evidently things aren't going right with the troop. We're going to put you into a little hockey for now, because you've got bad manners. So I'm going to open that there. I'm going to put you in there for now. Put you in a nice car. It should be nice and secure. There we go. Well, our new little one certainly wasn't too happy to be in a confined space, and was trying to see how he could get out. But it didn't take him too long to eventually notice that there's some nice lychees or lychees inside his cage. And once he found that, he was the happiest little monkey ever. And of course that kept him busy for quite a while, chewing or eating on these things. And he really and truly enjoyed them. It was quite amazing. And fortunately I had quite a few of them in there for him. So it kept him happy and busy for quite a while we were facing the long drive back home again. I suppose this is the hardest part for these little ones, sort of wondering what's happened to you and where you're going in the strange vehicle, and just traveling somewhere, something that you've been told to be scared of. It could have even killed your mother along the way. So a little bit traumatic for them. But eventually this little guy had a full stomach, and he managed to fall asleep, which was great. And we just carried on our journey to the foundation, notifying everyone that will be arriving soon so that they could get ready to collect him and start checking him over and making sure everything's okay.
Have a new baby for us?
Sleepy baby.
Yeah, he's sleeping now.
What's the story? What's the deal?
Well, this one is a difficult case because it does look like it was a wild monkey. So they took a video of him on their veranda, and he'd been there for 2 to 3 days, and nobody had come to fetch him.
Okay.
When I saw the photos, his face looks quite badly beaten up. So I told them to catch him. When they caught him, he was extremely dehydrated. So he's had a bit of fluids and stuff like this. We haven't fed him milk yet. They said they couldn't even get him to eat, but I gave him some lychees. He's eaten about 6 lychees.
He knows what he likes.
Yeah, and now he's calm. But we'll have a look at his face, which is very beaten up. I would just check his legs and his arm, because one arm he doesn't seem to be using the hand keeps bending over. So I don't know if he's been in a fight with his mother's been in a car accident and he's survived and the rest of the troop aren't interested in him or something like that. Alright.
Okay.
We'll give him a full once over.
Oh, you can see his poor little faces.
Yeah. You can see our bodies. I want to put some.
Hi, Papa.
Yeah. one.
Oh, look at him.
Poor little thing. I know, sweetie.
Oh no.
Do you want to?
Yeah, I want to see
Are
this.
you sick bay clear?
I haven't been in there.
Oh, then you can come in. See if the light makes any difference. Well, it's coming on, but I don't think it does anything. Okay, just check his hydration levels as well.
Oh,
Hello, little one. Hello. Hey, sweetheart.
Oh,
Come on out.
he's a big boy. He's a big boy. Hello.
Let me see your face. Oh, you've had a nice time, have you?
Oh, Papa's.
That's some pale gums as well. Let's just check you over, sweetie. Hmm? Show me your hand. That's okay. Is that one a bit sore? Is that one a bit sore? Hmm? Yes, and a bit swollen there. I know. Hold on. Oh, son of a- Oh, it looks like he's got one of his back left leg is a little bit swollen. Look at that. And the right wrist may be a bit painful.
I'm wondering if these fall now for the trip or something.
Yeah.
Just taking a few whacks on the way down.
Is dehydrated, gums quite pale. Probably not like severely, so I don't know between subcuts and prolite.
Can you give me the milk bottle?
It's in
I
here.
just go straight to pro light and just get some pro light.
Okay.
Oh, poor little buddy.
Moving around quite well. I'll give his face a bit of a clean.
Here we have orphan number 29, now officially named Eamon. He's had a little bit of a rough start in things and was very dehydrated, so my focus for tonight has just been on getting him as hydrated as possible so that he can sleep through the night and not have to be disturbed too much. Obviously hydration is the #1 priority, but also we do need him to get some good rest, and both for overcoming trauma and for physical healing, sleep is really important. So if we can get him nice and hydrated before it gets too late, then he can sleep through the night, which is great. When he got here at my cabin, I did give him some Prolite here. This is to help with his hydration. It's also got glutamine in, which is going to really help his recovery. I did leave him for a while, and he absolutely went to town on a bowl of papaya and the other couple little hydrating fruits and stuff soaked in water, so that really helped. Then he had a little bit of a snooze. Just went to go check on him, and he's a little tiny bit dehydrated, so we've been slowly having a bit more Prolite while he's asleep. We do have to sort of make a little pocket, put his mouth open, and then drip the Prolite carefully in and make sure that he's actively swallowing everything, especially as he is asleep. So it's a slow process, but his hydration is looking much better. So hopefully won't need to disturb him too much overnight. As you can see, he's also quite battered and bruised on his face there. But he's really, really sweet, lovely boy. Seems to have a great temperament about him. And we're going to give him lots of love and care and attention and get him nice and healthy and ready to meet a new monkey mum.
It's morning and things are looking very good here at Angle Key. I've got all the babies while waiting for the milk, which I'm just about to put in. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. But yeah, I just wanted to catch this because they've been all over Carolyn and climbing on her, getting some hugs, and they are not scared of her or anything. They're really calm, really doing good. But it is time for milk. Momo and Sky King managed to go into the feeding cage and get some milk. Seb is a little bit confused as to where the milk is. Carolyn is here to comfort him. And outside the whole troop is sitting there lip smacking. Seb managed to go in now as well. He drinks a lot. Oh, he's even drinking from his bottle. It's kind of crazy how little he is. And thinking how little he was. And now just having him chug like 45 ml from a 60 ml bottle or even more. Grooming party. And there's Momo with Carolyn right now. I'm really happy about him because he was so clingy with Sky King always, so there was a risk that he would just be scared and cling to Sky King all the time, but no, he is fine. He is perfect.
Carolyn was born in 2012. She arrived as an orphan. She was found clinging to a dead mother on the road. She was fostered by another monkey here called Emma, who's unfortunately passed away. So she's quite an experienced mom and does very well with the little ones.
She's with Sky King.
This is Bizu. She's an excellent foster mom, very good natured, and they look very similar, her and Caroline, so you've got to look very, very carefully to see the difference of her. Bizu was one of those that were actually born at the foundation. Unfortunately, I don't have her age with me at the moment, but she's also done very, very well at looking after little ones and is a fantastic foster mom. She is here at the moment with Sky King. She seems to like him a lot. Bizo again with Sky King. I don't know why Sky King looks so unhappy, but he certainly loves his new mom and he sticks to her as much as he can. Maybe he's unhappy because he thinks the other ones are going to climb in there. He's looking to see his adoptive brother and say, there's no ways I'm trading places with you. This is my mom and I'm staying just here. But he certainly does look grumpy. It's amazing how relaxed everybody is and how easily they've all settled in. That's little Momo in the background there. and quite happy also to be close to Bizu. But this lot have settled in very, very nicely. They're not really too scared of the moms, or weren't scared of the moms, and seem to have accepted them very, very quickly. The moms seem very, very happy and very protective, which is also a good sign. So they are looking out for the little ones every now and again. And at the moment, between Caroline and Bizu, we got two fantastic foster moms for this lot, and it'll just be interesting to see how things progress.
Sab in the back. Bizu holding Momo and Sky King is holding onto her back, while Sab is just exploring. Calling it a male bandit. So, yeah. What is your problem? Crazy. Troop being very protective. Like, get away from our babies. And Bizu definitely wasn't happy with that either. What do you want?
Well, you always get some males somewhere along the line trying to show off and impress everyone along the line, just scaring the little ones. But all of this type of stuff is good in the end of the day. Makes them cling more onto the mothers, makes them go to her for safety, and also makes them be a little bit more wary of the big males, which they should be out in the wild.
So I went up to the perch to be safe there. Mom was absolutely terrified.
You can see how protective Mom is, having a look out there just to make sure there's no trouble. And of course the little ones all hugged in there and snug and nice in the safety of Mom's arms.
Bizu holding Momo right now, and Sab is closest to us, and Sky King playing with Momo's ear, holding onto her side. Sab, no. Sab just came back. Kind of playing with her. And this is Sky King. We've got Kaz in now as well on the left. They're both grooming Momo, or well, Bizu is grooming Kaz now. And Momo's looking for love. I think he's really happy to have a mom. He definitely needs a lot of comfort. Here comes Seb.
Kaz was also one of those born at the foundation in 2009 to a monkey called Gladzy. She does have a tear in the middle of her left ear, so she's easy to see, and a kink in her tail.
It's nice to see that Kaz and Bizu are getting along well. That's what we're looking for. Sometimes you have two females and they just don't get along, or because of their ranking it's not ideal. They seem to be good with each other. The babies are not super interested in Kaz so far. She's not super engaged, but she does like them. So yeah, we might keep her in with Bizu as our mums. Kaz on the left. She has very distinct white silhouettes,
so above the eyes. It's very, very white. And Bisou. And then you can make out, I think, 2 little heads, and the third one is hidden somewhere. So it's lunchtime, almost, so that you get a little tired around this time, especially when it's warm. So they're out here to nap. The babies all seem pretty passed out, and Bisou is also exhausted from her first day as mum. Especially her being alone with 3 children until this morning. Ah, there's Momo. And then, yeah, it's Sky King and Zeb clinging to each other next to her. Bisou and Momo.
Well, there's a nice little sight there. They hear a strange noise, and little Momo jumps straight into Bizo's arms, and there for comfort, and quite happy and content there with its new mom. With not really a care in the world, he knows now that she's going to protect him. So we got one happy little monkey.
Hello. Sky King on the left, while Momo in the back on the far left. Then we have Bisou and Kaz enjoying some grass. Sky King carefully joining them. The Zeb is all the way up there. The real Sky King. Kaz just giving Sky King a little sniff. Momo and Sky King enjoying some grass. Kaz as well, while she's getting groomed by Bisou. Sky King wants to know what she's eating, wants to have that as well. Zeb eating some other food. He's just not very interested in the mums. The boys are playing in a very questionable way. I actually hope they don't fall, but of course they are monkeys, so they can hold on very well. So Zeb is on the very left, and it's Sky King and Momo. Bisou with both Momo and Sky King. Carrying the whole package to the perch. So you just got Oprah in. She's on the right. Bisou on the left. Well, now they swapped. So she came in and instantly groomed Bisou.
Well, Opera was born in 2007, another one born on site, and another very good foster mom.
And Seb is still roaming around on his own, Sky King on Bisou's belly, Momo trying to get attention. Seb might join them actually. Which would be the idea. I would like someone to really get Seb into the mix so he's not constantly wandering around alone. Food just arrived and everyone's eating quite happily. Seb on the very right is the last one who joined. Got Sky King on the front bowl here with Oprah. And Bisou and Momo. Enjoying the bananas. It's a cliche that monkeys love bananas, but it's true. Very true. Momo on the right now. Simo and Polar. Here comes Sachi with Chaim. Sachi and Chaim. Had the alpha female just come up here. That's why they both moved away. Cosimo and Polar. Sachi and Chaim. Kate on the right with Jons and Buffy with Philly.
So, Kate arrived here in about 2015 as an orphan, so she is a fairly mature female. Buffy, unfortunately, I don't have much information on, but she's also a good foster mom, and hopefully they'll be good for these little ones. Well, it's good here to see that when the little ones do hear some scary noise, they do run to the foster moms, which is very, very important. So at least they are associating them with safety, and that's a very good thing. So you can see how nicely they hang around foster mom, and just checking what's going on, and it's just the sound of the food plates being changed in the enclosure next door. But at least it's nice to see that they're very trusting of their foster moms and want to be with them.
Here we are at Angeki. This is Oprah, who has Momo and is groomed by Bisou.
So this is Opera with Momo. She's a very stocky female, a very good foster mom. She's missing the little black part of her tail, so that's how we recognize her. And she was born in 2007. This is Bisou. She's also makes an excellent foster mom. She's got a very, very good nature, and her name in French means kiss. So yeah, she's a very lovely and nice-natured female, and yeah, she really loves the little orphans, as you can see. Bisou grooming Sky King. Well, yeah, you can really see the importance of grooming and how relaxed it makes the little orphan or the little baby. So it's a very, very important role. This is part of actually building up the bond, is the grooming. And of course at the same time they're looking for any little mites or anything like this that they might find along the line. But it does help them relax quite a bit. Also, as I said, the bonding process gets made a lot stronger. And this is something that they lack if people take them away from their natural mother and trying to raise them. They don't get this kind of attention that's actually very, very essential to them, and this bonding is very essential. So that's why they're called troops. They're all bonded very tightly together. They all care for each other and look after each other, and we haven't got the capacity to actually do the same kind of grooming that they would get from another monkey. It's one of the enjoyable things of integration and working with these little guys, is just having the time to be able to see the interaction with the moms, the different behavior, and what these little guys do. I mean, they're this little one's going over to visit somebody at the fence. Mom's taking an opportunity to smell and see if it genuinely is a little orphan from their troops. The smell plays a very, very important role in the whole game. So that's why they do sniff each other. But it's just amazing just to sit and watch and see how they slowly get on and how they transition from this little scared monkey that had all this trauma, slowly trusting these new moms and jumping all over them. And the moms, just how carefree they are. They're not, look at what they let them do to them, jumping, pulling on their tails, swinging on them and pulling their hair. I mean, can you just imagine what you'd be like if you were in that situation with some strange kids just jumping all over you? But these mums have got all the time in the world. They're very soft towards these little guys, and they let them do practically anything they like. Within limits, because they do chastise them now and again if they get out of hand. But it's really amazing just to be able to have the opportunity to sit here and watch the growth.
Seb getting a groom from Bisou. Momo wants all the attention for himself. And here comes Oprah.
So from this little interaction, we'll assume that Opera is higher ranked than Bisou.
She now seems pretty attached to Momo, coming to pick him up, give him some kisses.
And that's really just from the way Oprah walked up to the little ones, and Bisou sort of went around the side and disappeared to let her have the baby. So that'll show you that her ranking is slightly higher, and she's the one allowed to go to the babies first.
Momo on Oprah's belly is getting a little groom. So Seb has been doing better, but he's mostly, I think, playing with the females instead of like being cuddled and clinging to them. But today I feel like he seems more interested in them. And Oprah warmed up to them a lot more as well, I think. Momo, Bisou, and Seb. Hello. Bisou's alarm calling. It's a volunteer. It's walking past. Warning the babies not to go too close to that potential danger. Oprah joining her. Giving Momo a good sniff. Bisou on the left with Sky King, I believe. They're cuddled up, so difficult to tell. Seb is definitely in the middle. He's cuddling up to Oprah's side. And she's holding Momo, I believe. All relaxing. Here we've got Peggy carrying Sadie.
Peggy was born in 2017, arrived as an orphan. Her mother apparently died as she was caught on a fence and couldn't escape, and that's where they found Peggy. She was raised by a panicure.
And he's going down for food. Here's already. Reconsidered. Terry has also joined the feeding, so she's with Panicure now. It seems Terry is the most independent one. I've actually never seen her be on the belly of a mom, but they get along super well. They're comfortable around each other. You can see they're eating together. And she seems happy, so I guess that's all we want. And she's getting grooms. So they are getting close to the age where we can release them, and then we will do a combination release of Oswald here, the neighbor, and those two, Terry and Sadie. So that will be exciting. We've got some ladies outside. I'm not sure if they're here for the babies or for the food. Probably for the food. Terry. Climbing to heaven. Mr. Oswald here seems very suspect of me being here with the camera, but then fine again when he sees the food. Digging into some papaya. So they got some butternut squash, aubergines, cabbage, and papaya today. Got a baby in a box, do we?
Baby in a box. Alright, thanks, Dave.
Thank you. Here we've got our newest arrival. You can see the little baby just poking out of this box here. It's what they were transported in. We're just going to take them out and do a little health check now. Oh, there they are.
Let's go a little crying.
Yeah, so they can't be too young, really. Hey, little one. Looks pretty small for their age because they're small, but yeah, golden brown's in there.
You don't know where you are, do you? Huh? Hmm? Don't know where you are.
Cute little one.
Oh, it's a girl.
That is a girl.
Huh?
Not our 1000th boy after all. How old do you think?
Ooh, 10 to 12.
It's so small. I mean, that's the same age as Candy.
It's a small little one, huh?
They're tiny. Literally half the size of Candy, but around the same age.
Yeah, it's hard to tell, but
the crown
going
is
by the
developed.
crown,
Yeah, it's going back into the head and
I'm
everything.
saying 10 to 12. It can change a little bit, but generally it doesn't. It's pretty consistent. All right.
We've got our newest orphan, number 28, Dabney. Here she is, she's just enjoying some food. She's a really big eater, much more into her food than her milk. Particularly mango and papaya, she's a big fan of. And she's got a lot of energy, really good little climber. She is having some milk. We get her drinking from our Royal Canin, which is our easier beginner teach. She does bite rather than suckle, so we need to keep training her up a little bit. But overall, she is doing well. She's staying hydrated, which is the main thing. Here we have Dabney. This is currently how she's drinking. You can see she's really not got suckling down. She gets quite frustrated and bored quite quickly. She had a couple mil there, so we have to offer to her pretty frequently, and I'm going to start working on training her how to suckle as well, so she can get more at a time. Here we have Dabney, has just been given some white berries. It's a indigenous forage. The babies love to have this kind of stuff, and she got so excited as soon as she saw it. You can see the little berries around her feet. That's what she's trying to get at. It's great because it's really nutritious for the babies. It's also like a little bit of enrichment for them, teaching them some foraging skills they need for when they go out into the troops. And yeah, it makes them very, very happy. We've got here on the right Dabney, and walking away there, Eamon. He's our newest arrival. Dabney's determined to be friends with him, but he's quite shy, quite nervous. Here she comes. She's got a really kind, nurturing kind of nature to her. So I actually think they're a really good match here in Neverland. They're currently quarantining together. You can see how gentle she is with him. Although now she just wants to suck his ear, which I don't think he's going to really enjoy all that much. We've got here little orphan Dabney enjoying a grooming session. She's really sweet. We started doing it with her, and then when we had the audacity to stop, she presented and asked for some more. So you can see how relaxed she is. It's a very natural behavior the mums would do for them in the wild, keeping them clean, but also as a bonding activity. They really like when you get in there and properly clean and pull out any little bits of dirt. So it's good for them, but also it's a good opportunity. Like you can see little bits caught in her hair. It's a good opportunity to actually just give them a bit of a clean. Keep them nice and hygienic. And you can see they kind of let you do pretty much anything with the grooming once they're comfortable and relaxed into it.
Can you move your left hand a little so I can see your face? There. Oh, not still covered.
So I've got this out of her arm. There you go. Get that out of your head. Face is a little dirty too, isn't it? As always, this is when it's good to have nails.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Get that off you. On your foot here. Oh, you don't want the grooming there.
Well, sometimes it's always a good idea to check in with the wild monkeys, or the bandits as we call them, just to see how things are going and what they do with their little ones. And you can see what a strong social group they actually form. This is all the moms and their daughters together, looking after all the little newborns or newbies, all getting them used to the whole family group and the family structure, which is very, very important. And this is how they'll slowly learn from each other. The bond is very, very strong. And this is something that people don't always realize when they take these little guys in as pets, how necessary this is. Normally a pet will only have a one-on-one relationship with the person who's actually purchased it, and it will never get this social interaction that these monkeys desperately need. And this is why they end up with all these social problems and problems later on. Anyway, I'd just like to thank everybody for watching and for being our members. For those people who have subscribed, we've just gone over 50,000, which is amazing. Please encourage other people, encourage others to watch. It's very important for us. Thank you for those people who keep on contributing and are here every week waiting for the next episode to come out. Those that are members of Patreon, it's fantastic. Thank you, everybody. It's nice to give you the updates and get your feedback from that. Those that are watching our Instagram constantly and spreading the word, really, really grateful for that. It's helping quite a bit. Our numbers are also growing there. So this is something we can't do without all of you. You're all just as important as those people here on the ground. You're also making a difference, and we're very, very thankful for that. Thank you for watching. We're looking forward to producing the next video for next week, and look forward to you watching it. Thank you, and see you then.